Okay, hi guys. Today I'm not gonna get into my Mythbusters thing. That's coming next week. I already have the supplies for it, but I hurt myself yesterday, so walking is a little hard. Moving is a little hard. So today we're gonna talk kits, all different kinds of kits. Baby talk, all different kinds of babies. I've had quite a few, both artists and customers, ask, hi, how are you doing today? Both of you. I've had a lot of people ask like the difference between LDC vinyl and regular vinyl, and the difference between BB kits and your higher price kits or high-end kits, your difference between German vinyl and other vinyls, etc., etc. Your difference between LDC and silicone, because a lot of people call them silicone vinyl, but they are not silicone vinyl. They're vinyl. It's a softer vinyl, but it's still vinyl. And actually silicone and vinyl can't mix. They have a chemical reaction that will turn it gooey. So it is not silicone vinyl. It is a soft vinyl. We'll go through what 3/4 arms are versus full body, or full arms versus cloth body versus full body, silicone, vinyl, the whole 9 yards. So let's get started. The first one that I'll show, this is a Realborn from Bountiful Baby. I was showing somebody how I paint lips, so he has a little bit of Genesis on him. This is like, I can squish it in, but it isn't soft. It's kind of hard. It's not rock hard, but it's not soft. Their vinyl is also very, very pale. It's not white, but it's definitely not like peachy or anything like that. Your older kits, I have a few from BB. This one is not from BB. This is a Nicole Russell kit, but they used to be very kind of reddish. I have BB kits over on my shelf right there that are the same kind of red. So back in the day, red vinyl must have been like the thing. We have, this is Scarlet by Bonnie Brown, a higher end kit, and same amount of pressure. You can see it really is squishier. They paint much better too. The color is, there's a pretty big color variance. Hi, Dawn. Hold on, I missed a comment here. Come on. Let me see the chat. I have a kit like that, the Angel kit, not sure how to lighten her up. Okay, you do it with neutralizing layers, which I will cover in one of these Thursday videos. How does that sound? To try and fix them. I've painted a couple of them. You get lucky if the person wants like a newborn look. You don't have to tone it too far down because you can use that red as a base. It also depends on kit size. A bigger kit, obviously, you're not going to put a newborn coloring on. But you can see, hopefully, the color differences between Scarlet by Bonnie Brown versus Realborn case. Okay? Then we have my favorite kits to paint. I have Laura Lee Eagles here. I forget which one she is because I have quite a few of hers. Again, squishier, and the color is more of like a beigey peach. instead of peachy peach. Gives you a little warmer look. Which one are you, lady? I don't remember. I should have written that down. And then here I have Rosa, I believe, by Carol Wingrich. And hers is pretty hard. Let's see, let's knock on. Like the softer ones don't make that same sound. Hopefully you can hear it. And she is more peachy yet than the other kits. So these are all unpainted kits. A lot of variances between them, between like just the starting point. None of these have been painted. Now, I guess we'll jump into LDC. Ugh. This big boy is Victor by Sheila Michaels. He is the very first reborn I ever made, and he is LDC. Hi, Karen. Now, don't judge don't judge me by how he looks, because like I said, this is my very, very first reborn. I am in love with him. I'll never redo him. I've come a long way though. And LDC, this is even with stuffing and weighting in his head. It's super, super squishy. Okay? His arms, even stuffed and weighted. I can bend them up. He is full body, so we'll address full body while I have him here. I'm not going to take his diaper off because he does have the twigs and the berries. But full body means that they have a vinyl body. He has an LDC, even stuffed and weighted. It's very bendy. Oh, I love him. I named him Fenris, and he is one of my favorites. He's my husband's favorite. Thank you. So that's LDC. Now you can see that compared to even these is way, way squishier. Now we'll do, oh, sorry. My back hurts. Hi, Cherie. Okay, so this is Little Miss Coco. She is a German kit by Elisa Marks. She is 3/4 arm cloth body, so she looks great in a onesie, but if I pull her sleeve up like I had it just a second ago, you can see her cloth body here. Now the German vinyl is rock hard. Like I can't even squeeze her in. Thank you. She's one of my favorite. These are all my personal collection babies. And she was one of my early babies that I painted. Finn was my first. I don't know what number she was, but I love her. She's cute. But that's your cloth body, 3/4 arm. German vinyl. It's super hard, like rock hard. She's the hardest head that I have ever rooted, hence light rooting. Now I wanted her to have light rooting anyway, but oh, her little dimples got me. Now they did change the way the kit looks, and I got one for a customer and I was not happy with that change, but then somebody else ordered a kit and theirs looks a little more like this one, so hopefully they went back, because that other one, I did her, but I wasn't pleased with her. Anyway, so this is 3/4 cloth body, 3/4 arm. I don't have any 3/4 legs. I'm not a fan of them. If they do have 3/4 legs, I put them on front loading bodies, because I don't like the way the legs move. I call them helicopter bodies. That drives me nuts. So instead of a vinyl body, she has a doe skin, very soft body. Now, I will be 100% honest with you. When I first started reborning, it was to have one for myself. I've always been an artist, so I was like, I'll try my hand at it instead of buying one. And I was in love with the prototypes of Victor. And I couldn't imagine why anybody would want a baby with a cloth body. So as an experiment, because that's what I like to do, I ordered a daisy kit from Bountiful Baby. And she's still, I think, one of the better kits that they have. But I fell in love. She had 3/4 arms. I don't have her anymore. But then I realized why. They're way cuddlier. I mean, you're not going to sit and stare at your naked baby doll anyway, hopefully. But, okay. Sorry about that. But I much prefer cloth body. Now this is Kai. He is by Nicole Russell, I believe. And he's a chunker. He has full arms and legs, so his shoulder is vinyl instead of cloth. So that's the difference between full arms and 3/4 arms. He is cloth body, just like the other one. Painted hair. And I just adore him. So that's the difference between your 3/4 limb, your full limb, your full body, and your cloth body. Then you have one other option. Oh my gosh, I'm killing myself. Okay. Which is a cuddle baby. And a cuddle baby, woo, is a head that is reborn that Kai is one of my favorite kits. I just adore him because he's chubby, but he's not huge, so you still have that newborn feel, but with a very chunky baby. This is a put-in head by Bountiful Baby and a custom-made body that I had done. I made him way before they started selling cuddle bodies, so you had to have them made. And a cuddle body is good if you want to really snuggle your baby. If you put on jammies with those little flip over hands that are footed, you can't tell because his face is perfect, but you can snuggle up in bed and oh, they just melt to you. They're so snuggly and so nice. So thank you. So I also on him did painted hair because of him being a snuggle baby. If I want to sleep with him, I can cuddle up to him and sleep with him, and I don't have to worry about messing up his hair. So that's the reason you just saw 2 painted hair babies in a row. Now we're going to move to silicone. Silicone is completely different than vinyl, and you have to keep them separate. You can't lay a silicone baby and a vinyl baby touching each other in like a bouncy seat or a tiny cradle or anything like that. They will have a chemical reaction. That's one reason there is no such thing as silicone vinyl. It's LDC vinyl, soft vinyl, realistic vinyl, something like that, but it isn't silicone vinyl. That's a misnomer to try and suck you in. But silicone babies are completely different, and this is my personal therapy baby. She stole my heart, and she will never be replaced. She is the one. Have you ever just picked up one of your babies and they're just the one? You know from that moment on that, you know, she's my heart baby. She does have a heartbeat. I put a heartbeat in her. This is silicone. And you can see the difference in how it is compared to vinyl. The other thing that I really like is My daughter's calling me. The other thing I really like is that when I snuggle up to her, her silicone gets really warm, and with her heartbeat and the warmth that she gets, it's very realistic, and I just adore her. Now, Squishy, as you can see, that's her name. She is way, way squishier than Finn, who is LDC, because she is EcoFlex 20 silicone, and she is matted with D3 matting powder. Yes, I made her. All of these babies that you're seeing today, except for the very last one, I have made myself. And she is full-limbed silicone, and you can see, like, I can put her in any position and just snuggle her. We went to Walmart today. She goes everywhere with me. And we went to Walmart today and literally had a crowd of people around, which I go to that Walmart all the time and they know me, but I don't know, today was weird. There were at least 10 people. You can see she's very floppy. She is cloth body. And again, I have full bodies and cloth body silicone, and I discovered cloth body is just way cuddlier and it's lighter. Silicone is really, really heavy. Her socks are falling off just like a real baby. And you have to be more gentle with it. You have to be super gentle with the hair because it's not glued in like a reborn baby has their hair glued in. It's just stuck into the vinyl. She has hair here, you just can't see it. It's super fine. And you put it in deep enough that it doesn't just fall out. But she is cloth body. Cloth body silicone. And she is stuffed with the super soft angel hair stuffing. But she's my Squishy. And honestly, after having her, I don't know why anyone would ever want a full body silicone. I know that sounds absolutely insane. And I have full body silicones, but just, I'm telling you, cloth body, snuggle factor is real, especially on silicones. So, I mean, and she does take a pacifier. Yes, her head is solid silicone. She is not, and her head and her limbs are solid silicone. She's not stuffed with anything. The only place she's stuffed is in her cloth body. And she has stuffing and a heartbeat inside her body. But her head has no stuffing at all. It's very gushy. It's very squishy, which is where she got her name. Now, the last one, if I can pick her up. I really hurt myself yesterday, so I am having trouble picking up my babies. I did not paint this baby. My mother-in-law bought her for me. And she is the Mishka Sculpt by Elena Westbrook. And she has, if we look close, one of the things I love about her is she has gums and tongue, along with that little smile. She also, her head is ball jointed, so I can turn her head. She is full body silicone. She is what they call the Marshmallow Silicone. Let me try and do this. Where, come on, put your shirt up, baby. Where I can like squish her in, and it takes a minute for it to come back out. Like you can see my fingerprint for a minute. And she is very squishy. She is, like I said, the marshmallow blend. So, and she's matted with D3 matting powder. Now, another thing in silicones, you can get you can get armatures put in their arms and legs so that you can pose them for pictures without holding. Like, she doesn't have them. So see her arm, if I want her arm up at her head, oh, look how beautiful that is. I kind of have to support it with my fingers for a picture. Where if you have armatures, it's inside a wire inside the arm, and you can bend it and it will stay that way. Now, I do not, she moves like a real baby also, as you can see. Let's hold her like this. You really shouldn't do that though. You need to support their head. The thing I don't like about armatures is that the wire inside can break, and then it can gouge out, and it can mess up your baby. Now, if you don't mess with them and you're just a collector, look how real she looks. Oh, look at this movement. If you're just a collector and you don't play with them, then the armatures are probably just fine. But I play with mine. I hold them, I cuddle them, I change their clothing, and give them pacifiers and love on them. So I can't have armatures. Let me try and sit down here. So those are the different kinds of babies, and I'm sure there's more, but thank you. She's a cutie, little baldy. I also, most of my silicones, I have quite a few, and most of them are bald because I'm worried about their hair falling out. And then they have like pinpricks, so it doesn't look good. But those are the different kinds of kits and bodies. I've covered a lot, probably not enough. There's probably tons and tons. I mean, there's even different kinds of doe suede bodies and micro suede bodies and all of that. So maybe sometime we can get into the different bodies. But I just wanted to give a very basic rundown of the different kinds of kits for both buyers and sellers. The vinyl dolls are much, much less expensive than silicone. Silicone babies cost a lot because silicone is a very expensive product. And you don't want to try and I've seen in a few silicone groups, like, people are like, oh my gosh, I'd never spend that much money on a baby. Well, I'm sorry, then silicones are not for you. Silicones are costly. Just to get the blank silicones are costly. For one thing, they're not as prominent as vinyl babies. With vinyl babies, there are stores you can go to, like online. There's McPherson's, Irresistibles, Bountiful Baby. There are tons of Tinkerbell Creation. Like, there's all kinds of them. And you can buy the kits. And even limited edition kits, a lot of the time they're like $500 or $700. Silicone babies are not like that. There might be 5 or 10 or 1. It really depends on how long the mold lasts, and a lot of the times the molds give out. Therefore, that drives up the price. Who the sculptor is drives up the price, what they're poured in. If they're the Marshmallow Silicone, that makes the price go up. That seems to be the in thing right now. Everybody is digging the Marshmallow Silicones. I still love my Squishy. The best of everybody. I love her more than my dogs, probably. That's not nice. She's my sanity right now with staying here. She's what keeps me okay. But you're looking at hundreds of dollars versus thousands of dollars. That's the price difference for your vinyl versus silicone. But anyway, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll try and get back to you. Again, liking, sharing, Commenting on videos gets your name entered extra times for the Reborn Evangeline contest. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those fun things. I'm going to go lay on a heating pad. Ta-ta for now.